All right, welcome in here on our YouTube channel. I get to talk to my friend Alex Brown, who played in the Super Bowl with the Bears, All-American at Florida. He was a fourth-round pick of Chicago. All right, the Bears just went through the draft. Before I ask you about this class, take me through your experience. You're sitting there, first round, second round, and you're an All-American thinking, all right, somebody's going to be calling here. You waited till the fourth round. What was going through your mind?
Well, so there were a couple of teams that needed defensive ends during that time, and you knew Pep was going high. Nobody really knew if Indy would go with who they were going to go with, right? Nobody really knew, and they picked Freeney. So I'm like, okay, so who else needs a damn defensive end? And Buffalo and the Bears, because the Bears went to the playoffs, but that year they had, as a team, I think they had like 19 sacks or something. So they needed somebody that can put pressure on the quarterback. And they picked Mark Colombo. And I was like, okay, all right, well, I'm going to just sit and wait. I was told if I was lucky, I'd be late first. All right, cool. Second for sure. Third round ended, and my wife and my girlfriend at the time, my wife now, we're just kind of sitting there like, all right. Because now it's time to go to sleep and wake up tomorrow and do this. Oh my God, it was the longest night because obviously you got people over, and about halfway through the second round, you don't want to talk to nobody. So It's just, gosh. So you wait till that next day, and then I get the call from Jerry Angelo. And Jerry's like, hey, listen, if San Francisco don't take you, we're gonna take you with our fourth round pick. I was like, you know what? I really appreciate it. I think somebody's missing something, but I really appreciate it. I'll make sure that I come in and hopefully you're not wrong. And San Francisco didn't take me, obviously. Who did they take though? They took my kicker. My kicker went before me.
Wow.
Jeff Chandler, and I love Jeff. I still talk to Jeff. He went before me. I'm the all-time leading sack guy at the University of Florida, and my kicker goes before me. I was just like, can it get worse? Like, what could make this worse is if that really wasn't Jerry Angelo that I was talking to.
Right.
Like, it was terrible. So what was good about it is that I knew Urlacher prior. So when I got picked with the Bears, I knew him. So it made it a lot easier. Philip Daniels was my frat brother. So, I mean, it made it a little bit easier. And Ted Washington was just a no BSer. And you come in, you do your job. And they taught me how to be a professional. So I think I landed in a perfect spot. Just probably not where I wanted to as far as the pick. But how my career played out, as a fourth round pick, I looked great for what I did. As a first round pick, I might have been cut after 3 years. If we're being honest.
It worked out.
Correct. It worked out.
All right. So I get to host this football after show with you, with Olin Kreutz, and with Lance Briggs. And we've been so frustrated the last few years.
Yeah.
Matt Nagy this, Ryan Pace that. So now Ryan Poles is here. The first draft is in. They didn't have a first round pick, but they got Justin Fields last year, so that's kind of the first round pick. What did you think what they did in round two?
Crazy. I'm sorry, my dogs are going nuts right now, but round two, I thought they addressed the need. I thought they picked a kid that can play in the system. I mean, for me, it solidified the system that they're running. They're running a 4-3 cover 2 type system because that's the type of corner he is. He'll come up and hit you in the run game, and he's a good player. Go sit down. Sorry. So you address that, and you know it's a need. You know you need that guy opposite Jalen Johnson, right? You need that guy. So ever since Fuller left, you got to replace him. Vildor didn't work last year. Once you took him out, you started to throw in some other guys, and you knew you needed to address that position, and I'm glad they did.
Okay, so Kyler Gordon is the guy. Then they go get a safety, Jaquan Brisker. who a lot of people feel like that's a great pick there. What did you think of that pick?
Oh, hell, we've been looking for a strong safety since Amos went to Green Bay. Since we opened the door for him to walk out and go to Green Bay because we didn't want to pay him. So, and now we've been looking for a guy. We even took our all-pro free safety and tried to make him a strong safety, which didn't work. So, and then you bring in a guy, Clinton Dix, he didn't work. So it's just, we've been looking for that strong safety. Hopefully Brisker is that guy. Yeah, I mean, I see him make plays now. He's a good player, so I'm excited for it.
All right, so those should be opening day starters, correct?
Without question, yes.
Okay, you drafted a punter in the 7th round. You don't have one, so you should have got another starter.
Yep, got another starter there.
Okay,
he went to Green Bay too.
Correct. And what do you think of Velus Jones, the kid out of Tennessee?
Velus is an interesting guy. He's an interesting one because when you're talking about a 4-3 guy, legit, not 4.39, he is low 4.3, 4.31, he can fly. And when you listen to him and then you go back and watch the film and you see how many tackles he breaks, that first guy is hard. It's hard for that first guy to bring him down. Those are the positions that he's going to be in the NFL. When Justin can start to recognize a blitz is coming, or he can recognize one-on-one coverage, and now he can just get the ball in his hand, he make that one guy miss. He's 20 yards up the field. Those are the big chunk plays we need that we've been missing for 2-3 years, especially last year, because Mooney was the only one that had that 88 out the gate type of speed, right? He was the only one. Now you got another one. You let Tariq Cohen, he was injured last year. Now he's gone. So now you need somebody else with home run type of ability. And Velus, right?
Velus.
Jeez. Velus, he has that type of home run playmaking ability. So I'm pretty excited about him.
Okay, so after those picks, then they started trading. We'll take those 2-6, or we'll take those 2-7. You can have this one. And they end up having an 11-man draft class. They took a bunch of flyers on offensive linemen. Rather than break all those guys down, do you think the offensive line is going to be a strength or a major weakness? They let go of James Daniels. They brought in the kid from Green Bay, Lucas Patrick. I'm not sure the offensive line's good enough.
Good enough for what, though? You know what I mean? Like, for what they're trying to do, you don't want to put them in one-on-one situations where they got to block one-on-one. No. But if we're going to build this team around the defense and running the football, I think they can be pretty good at that. I really do. I mean, you look at people want to know, well, where did we help? Where did we help Justin at? You helped him in getting the free agents, 2 receivers, and Pringle and the kid from Green Bay. So you go get those 2 guys, you bring in Velus. Okay, so he has some help. Last year, we pick a guy, Jenkins. We pick him in we came back into the first round. Second round. Okay. Yeah. We got him in the 2nd round, then we got Borum in the 5th or later in that draft, right?
5th.
One could make the argument that Borum played better than Jenkins.
Agreed.
You know what I mean? So let's not look at the pick or where he was picked. Let's look at the player now. I mean, hell, Olin was a 3rd round pick. I think he should be a Hall of Famer. Briggs was a 3rd round pick. Think he should be a Hall of Famer. Charles Tillman was a 2nd round pick. You know what I mean? Like, these guys Hester was a 2nd round pick. You get these guys, you start throwing these flyers out there, but that means you know what type of system, what philosophy you have. And let's go to the DN. That kid, he's long, fast, only played DN 2 years or something. And like, if you can teach him what you want, then you have a situational player until he becomes that big-time player. Don't you bring up Mark. Don't do it. I can see it on your face.
Bring up who?
Yeah, I ain't saying it.
Oh, who do you think I was going to bring up?
Mark Anderson, 6th round pick, 12 sacks.
I was not going to bring him up. Oh, no, I wouldn't do that.
But I do. I think it's C. I don't think they'll be the strength of the team, but I don't think there'll be a major weakness at all. I don't.
Okay. how many wins do you think this team has out of 17? Because I'll be honest with you, I think they finished dead last in the division.
Well, I don't. I think they're better than Detroit. I think they're better than them. I think, but it's mentality. Like the mentality is gonna change. It's going to change. Like it did with Lovey. First year, you knew this is how this team is gonna have to play. This is how we're gonna play on defense. How we watched all year, you watch Robert Quinn turn and run to the football. All 11 guys will be doing that, or they won't be on the field. That's how this defense works.
So, how are they going to score enough points or stop? Their front seven's not that good. Mm-hmm. So how are they going to win football games?
Well, it is hard. Okay, it's hard in this league to win games. I get it. 05, nobody knew what kind of team we had. We start out that season 1-3. Everybody almost but closed the book on us. Okay, and then we figure it out. We're only scoring about 14 points a game. How are you gonna win scoring 14 points a game? Well, you do not make errors on defense, and right. You got to take the ball away. So now, if they can get back to taking the ball away, giving Justin the ball 3 more times than he was getting it this year, they're gonna score more points.
Okay. What do you think the over-under number is right now in Las Vegas on Bears wins?
Oh, it's 6.5.
7.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, I need to see that. I'd have to look at who we're playing, and then I can give you if I think they'll go over that or not. But I'm not just gonna sit here and say they're gonna be under that because I don't know. I don't think they were. I don't think you're far off, Cap. You're not far off. Back in 04, I wish we had some film or we had some radio of you back in 04 when Coach Jaquan got fired and that 04 season came around. How good are the Bears going to be? And then 05 came around. How good are they going to be? How many games are they going to win? You just don't know. I want to see how this team comes together. I want to see if they buy into what Eberflus, what he's talking about. If they do, they got a shot.
Here's the Bears schedule. Now, we don't know dates yet.
Yep.
They play Washington, Detroit, Green Bay, Minnesota, Philadelphia, Buffalo, Miami, Dallas, obviously the division away as well, at New England, at the Giants, at the Jets, at the Falcons, home against Houston, home against San Francisco.
Hey, you named some wins in there now. You named some wins for the home team. Houston, we're going to beat the hell out of Houston. Come on. We're going to whoop you. The Jets, I don't got to worry about the Jets. I don't care. They got all these draft picks. I know. They ain't got no quarterback.
You love their quarterback in the draft.
I did in the draft. I can change. I can change. Now, I don't think, from what I saw him last year, man, but he didn't have any weapons. I think they gave him some weapons, so it might be a little different turnout this year. I did love him in the draft, though. I did. But you got to get that kid somebody to throw to, man. Somebody that can catch and run. But I think we beat them. I think we beat Detroit. I think it'd be tough against. It's gonna be tough against Minnesota. I think it'd be more tough against Minnesota than Green Bay.
What?
Seriously, they have way more weapons, man. Way more weapons. Like you were talking about two all-pro receivers and an all-pro running back. Green Bay doesn't have that. They don't have a receiver.
Okay, I'm looking at the schedule. They're going to lose to San Francisco. They will probably split at the Jets at Atlanta. They ain't beating both of them.
They're going to smoke the Atlanta, and they're going to beat the Jets. So that's 2 wins. Come on.
They're at the Giants.
We'll beat the Giants.
On the road. You got all these road wins.
You're naming some teams that collectively, these 3 teams won what? They all had top 5 picks.
Okay. At New England.
Yeah, we lose that.
No question. At Minnesota, at Green Bay, at Detroit. They'll go 1-2 in those games if they're lucky.
at Minnesota, at Green Bay, at Detroit. We'll beat Detroit. Okay, so we beat Detroit. All right.
At Dallas.
I don't like them, but they're okay, we lose.
Home against Miami.
Miami's a talented team, man. Yeah.
Really talented.
Yeah, we might lose that.
Home against Buffalo.
Yeah, we lose.
Yeah,
Can we skip that one? Can we skip that game?
Yeah. Home against Philadelphia.
Yeah, I don't like Philly. We beat Philly.
And home against the Washington Commanders.
And we beat the hell out of the Commanders. Where's Houston? You didn't say Houston.
And home against Houston.
Okay, and we win that. Don't be taking my wins away. I might take the over. Vegas got us at, they got us at 7. Okay. If it was 6.5, Cap.
I got the Bears 5-12.
No, they'll win more than 5. I'll do that. They'll win more than 5. Yes. Yes.
I'll give you your 6.5, and you can bet the over or the under.
No, give me 6.
I'll give you 6.
Give me 6. All right, done. we're gonna win 6. Those teams that I'm hearing, we can beat those teams, and we're gonna be better. We're gonna be better because what we didn't do last year, we're gonna actually do, and that's give Montgomery the ball. We're gonna give him the ball. He's gonna rush for 1,400 yards this year, and everybody's gonna be like, "Holy crap! You guys got a great running back. We always had him, just didn't use him."
All right. If I told you could have any of the 6 guys that played a lot last year as rookie quarterbacks, Davis Mills, Mac Jones, Justin Fields, Trey Lance, Trevor Lawrence, or Zach Wilson, that's 6. Who would you take?
In what offense?
Whatever
on the Eberflus, is that?
Yeah.
Because I know what we're trying to do. We're going to run the ball and we're going to play great defense. So I'm not getting them out there throwing the ball 40 times. So, and with this team, right? I'm taking Justin, man.
Over Trevor Lawrence?
Trevor was terrible last year. I think Trevor and Zach, they're basically rookies again because everything changed for their situation. Down in Jacksonville, that changed. At the Jets, now he actually have people to throw to. Like that's gonna change a lot for him. I think they're gonna be a lot better this year. But for what they did last year, I really think we got a special kid here. I really do.
I hope to goodness you're right.
I really do, man. I think he's gonna be really good. I don't know if he's gonna go to the Hall of Fame. I have no idea. But I do believe he's gonna make if he makes 2-3 Pro Bowls, we're good.
Last thing for you. Mitchell Trubisky is the starting quarterback in Pittsburgh now.
No, he's not. As soon as they picked that kid, that hometown kid, as soon as they picked him, he was the starter. Mitch might as well. Oh yeah. Mitch might as well stop.
Mitch will be the starter opening day.
Unless they just don't want to put the rookie out there. That's it. Because that kid, just like everybody else waited, they could have waited to the second round to get him. They like him. They believe he can. And what they're going to do is exactly what Eberflus and Ryan Poles is trying to do at the Bears. They're building a team that runs the football, plays defense, so they're not going to ask him to do much. So I think they can put the rookie in that because they're going to turn around and hand it to their first-round running back that they picked up, you know? So that's what they're going to do. Pickett can do that. He can do that, just like Mitch can, but he's not going to do it. I mean, they're going to play the kid.
So you think the kid's starting opening day?
Yes. For Pittsburgh, yes. Starts opening day, yes. Man, you just love Mitchell Trubisky, and you want to see him do well. You really want to see him do well.
I do. I want to see him go there and play so well and have everybody to listen to me go, pick that.
What? Kara said, hey. She said, hey, so when we talk about Olin.
We're not.
I know, right?
Love that. Love my guy.
I love my guy. Yes, yes.
We all love Owen.
Yes, we do. So yeah, man, we're gonna see that we got a couple things to keep up with this year because that mixed starting tab ain't unless Pickett get hurt because he can play. He showed that he can play. He's gonna start. Yeah.
My guy, you're the best. I appreciate you.
Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it anytime, man.
I'll get you some Cubs gear you can rep.
I'm good. You see that? You see what we did? You see what we did to them boys? Man, hey, this is my Sox, baby. You see what that South Side, you see that? Hey, we good. We beat off. I can't wait to play y'all at home. We came to your place and just kind of dusted y'all off a little bit. Wait till y'all get over there and it's a little hotter out. Abreu gonna hit 2 home runs.
Supposed to be gonna hit 90 next week in Chicago.
I heard. And at that game, were you at that first one?
I decided not to go. I was driving there and I'm like, this sucks. I'm out.
It was brutal.
Were you there?
I was there. The rain is coming sideways. It's foggy. Like, it's cold. I mean, I left Atlanta that morning. It's 76 degrees here. I get there, it's 42 degrees, raining. I'm like, what is
Brutal.
Chicago.
Hey, man, you're the best. Please tell Carrie and the kids I said hello.
I will. You do the same, baby.
All right, I'll see you soon.